Then
All right, let me hit live. All right, go ahead and start us off, Tyler.
Good afternoon, Sports Olympic athlete. Welcome to afternoon health and fitness work health stuff today. We're working on we are talking about muscles today. My name is Tyler Griswold. I'm the health minister for Sports Olympic Kansas. I'm going to say thanks for United Healthcare working for me and work for them. Now I want to pass around to Luke.
hi, today we'll be talking about. Hi, my name's Luke. I'm a health messenger. I'm with Manhattan Special Olympics, and today we'll be talking about favorite flowers. And my favorite is red roses because it always smells nice and it's always so pretty.
All right, who's next?
My favorite flower are also the roses as well.
Tyler, what's your favorite flower?
My favorite flower is roses. I love the color of roses, like red is beautiful. I like to pick it and hand it to my mom. I like roses.
Nice. My favorite type of flower is the one that you put all over the table and you make sugar cookies with. That's my favorite type of flower.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's spelled differently.
Thumbs up for that.
What's your favorite flower, Kelsey?
My favorite flower are orchids.
Orchids, nice. All right, go ahead and pull up our presentation for today and start us off.
All right. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep, it just popped up.
all right. Tyler is going to lead the presentation today. So Tyler, if you want to read.
Okay. Muscle system, different type of muscle tissue. Skeleton, smooth, and what's that? Cardiac? Cardiac. Body movement, cardiac blood, possession organ. Possession organ is like your heart, your liver, your spleen, right? Spleen. It's like when your bone, like when your rib protecting your heart, your lungs, and your other body intestines.
Good. So going back to the three types of muscle tissues, skeletal, smooth, and cardiac. So smooth and cardiac are involuntary muscles. Does anyone know what that means?
Smooth and cardiac.
They're involuntary.
No.
Anyone want to take a guess?
Actually, I think I'll take a guess.
Okay, Luke.
Smooth is like when you have to have a smooth workout, you gotta keep your head calm. And like smooth, like good for your bones. It's like having a yogurt that's good for your bones. Also, milk is also good for it too. But
Almost. So involuntary means that you aren't moving it on. You're not moving it. Your body's moving on its own. So like your cardiac muscles are in your heart, so your heart is pumping on its own, right? You're not controlling it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like your heart is pumping the blood for you. You're not pumping yourself, the heart.
Yeah. So then skeletal muscle is voluntary. So anyone want to take a guess on what that means? It's the opposite of involuntary. So your skeletal muscles are the muscles that you're moving when you work out. Does that make sense? So it's like your biceps, your triceps, those are voluntary. All right. Moving on to the next one. Jesse, do you want to add anything?
No, I think you guys pretty much got it, but yeah, those like Kelsey said, the skeletal muscles are those muscles that are the big muscles on your body. So your pecs, your triceps, biceps, the quad muscles, everything in your legs. And then smooth muscle is, like Kelsey said, involuntary. So you don't intentionally move muscles such as like in your intestines. And so your intestines move food on their own and you don't actually have to think about it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Yes.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I think you guys pretty much covered the rest of it.
All right, next slide, Tyler.
Muscle builder.
So what types of foods build muscle?
Healthy foods, like any fruits and vegetables to eat, that's good for muscle. And anything like on the food pyramid that shows like milk, grains, and vegetables, fruit, and other body fats on it.
Can be a spinach.
No. So it begins with a P.
Oh, we learned this.
I didn't.
It begins with a P.
Peas?
P, like letter P.
Yes, it begins with the letter P. What types of foods build your muscles?
Oh, let's see. We learned vitamins a lot.
It's not carbohydrates and it's not fats. And it's not, what's it begins with a P.
Oh, it's in my head.
Usually it,
Like when you eat a banana before you're like.
no, it's not a banana.
Start
The
with
picture is a hint.
Spice?
Oh.
No choice.
Oh, that's okay. Let me.
That's a turkey.
Right. So what kind of food is a turkey?
Meat.
Protein.
There you go. Protein. So what types
Protein.
of foods build muscles?
Protein.
Proteins. Very good. So what are foods that are examples of proteins? So turkey is
Proteins.
one.
Like turkeys, chicken,
Egg,
also like
Eggs,
chicken and
good.
turkey soup.
fish,
What else? Fish, good. What else?
ribs from the pig.
Good.
Uh,
What other
More.
one?
well, shepherd's pie. That's part of a protein.
What's in shepherd's pie?
That has like meats in it, like from
Like chicken pot pie, like have chicken.
hamburger.
Like a lot of stuff in there. Okay.
Also,
So
turkey
it's-
burger. That's good for
So
protein.
your muscles, yeah. So proteins build muscles, and a lot of your proteins are going to be meats. Okay.
Can
All
it
right.
be like tilapia fish?
Yep, tilapia fish is a good one. All right, I think we're ready for the next slide. So
Okay.
is this a muscle builder?
What is that?
Okay, you're looking at the picture of junk food. What is
Yeah.
Why is junk food next?
Is junk food a muscle builder?
No.
No.
it's sweet?
It
Well,
never was.
okay.
Well, that never builds up your muscle.
Well, you have hamburger. The bun is green. The hamburger is inside of.
That's good for it.
If it's super processed, it won't help you build muscle.
Thank you.
See, French fries is not healthy. It's deep fried. It's sometimes you put salt on it. Salt is not good. Muffins, it's bread. If you do, if you do sweet muffin like chocolate, like blueberry, different type of muffin, I think that's not healthy. If you do Coke, you will maybe switch the Coke to Diet Coke. Diet Coke is if you do cereal Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola cereal have 0 calories than regular Coke.
I would say that Coca-Cola Zero is just as bad as regular Coke because they put fake sugar in that.
Okay, yeah.
And that could be also part dehydrate.
What's that?
That could be also that could be also part dehydrate too.
Right.
Because the caffeine dehydrates you.
Yeah. Always remember to drink plenty of water for your fluids.
Yep. What were you saying, Carrie?
I was asking about what about Diet Pop?
I
'Cause
would
I
not
don't
drink
drink-
Diet Pop at all.
I
if
don't
were
think
you.
Diet Soda is
I
good.
don't drink regular pop. I drink diet.
Oh, don't drink Diet Pop at all. Not good for you. Okay, so I think we can all agree that
A better choice is water.
Yes.
yes.
Or unsweetened tea. Stay away the sweet tea. If you do sweet tea, they have a lot of sugar. Trust me.
Yep. Just be careful that anything that's unsweetened, or maybe just be careful that anytime they say 0 calories, make sure that you're not consuming fake sugar. Okay.
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 All right.
Wait,
All right.
there
Next slide.
was this drink I remember that's called sparkling ice. That is the healthiest one that has like 10% vitamins.
Right.
Tyler, read this slide.
Okay. What muscle is this?
Hamstrings.
Nice.
Luke.
Good
Good
job,
job.
Luke.
You know how many
Hamstrings are for your lower legs
Thigh
to work
muscles.
out.
Luke, do you know how many hamstrings there are? Or anyone?
Oh, like doing senior leg curls, so you could do a dumbbell hamstring curls. Like you just have to like put your hand on the wall, put a dumbbell like that, so try to like lift your hamstring.
Yeah, those are good hamstring exercises. But do you know how many hamstring muscles you have?
Only
2,
Close.
5,
A little lower.
4.
No.
3.
3.
Oh, that was close.
I know semitendinosus is one of the names. Kelsey, what are the other two?
Semimembranosus, and then there's biceps femoris.
That's it.
All right, good job.
Which one's the biceps femoris?
This is by step.
Where-
That's on your arm.
That's on your arm. Which one on here, Kelsey, is the biceps femoris? I can't remember.
I'm not totally. I don't remember myself either.
I want to say the semitendinosus is on the outsides.
Yeah.
I
I
bet the semimembranosus is the one to the left, and then I bet biceps femoris is the one underneath the two.
Yeah, I thought biceps femoris would be this one.
Like my
That's
dad,
probably right.
my dad told me like when you squeeze that muscle, like when a mosquito come, like mosquito like you get like drink blood. My dad say if you squeeze this muscle, it's hard to mosquito bite you like you're holding the muscles.
Ooh, I have a question for you guys.
I had that before.
Is the hamstring muscle a skeletal muscle, a smooth muscle, or cardiac muscle?
That could be like a smooth muscle.
No.
Remember we
Oh,
talked
skeleton.
muscles you can move?
Cardiac muscle.
It's not. No. It's skeletal, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Because these muscles, like on your legs, they help move your bones around so that you can move. Did you know that your muscles attach to your bones?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Yes. So your bones are the core of what make you up. And then your muscles move your bones around so that you can move. Because without muscles, we would be stuck and we'd be like a tree.
But we
It's
stuck
fine.
by like sitting down doing nothing. That's being
Yep.
stuck like a tree.
Right.
Like you can, if you tore a muscle, like you can go get surgery on it and the doctor can fix the muscles.
It can be, but if you overdo it, there will be no chance to let the muscle be killed, like what happened to my father.
Something also to note is that muscles connect to bones through tendons?
You guys know what tendons are?
It's tendons means like inside your kneecap, like kneecap bone. Like that, tendons hook up. Tendons is hook up your knee bone that when you move your leg back and forth, you tendons will help move your kneecap.
Kelsey, do you know what? Kelsey, what are tendons?
Oh, I know that tendons connect bones to muscles.
Oh, I think that must be pretty much it then.
Hey, Jess.
But Tyler, you can find tendons in other parts of your body besides your knees, because that's where they connect everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. So have you guys ever heard of like a sprained ankle?
Yes.
A sprained ankle of the knee.
Yep. So no, a sprained ankle.
Sprain goes on somewhere on the foot. Between the foot and
Yes, that's the ankle. I was close to that.
Yes. So when you sprain something, that means you accidentally overstretched a tendon. Because tendons aren't supposed to be stretched too far.
Stretch too far. That can happen if anyone take a deep breath for too long. That will hurt their muscles really bad, Jess.
Right.
So
Okay.
only it's like start from 5 seconds to take a deep breath in and out to control your breathing.
Yep. Very good. Okay. So I think we're ready for the next slide.
What muscle is this?
That's the bicep.
That's bicep muscle.
Very good. Is the
Correct.
bicep muscle skeletal, smooth, or cardiac?
Cardiac.
Skeleton.
What is it?
Cardiac? No, that's skeleton.
Skeletal.
Skeletal. Very good. Because you can move your bicep and you can flex it whenever you want to, right?
Mm-hmm.
That could be also good for running too, when you pump your arms while running.
Right. Yep.
It's good for your whole body to run.
Yep. Very good. Okay.
Right.
Next. Oh, go ahead, Kelsey.
Next slide. Tyler?
Okay. What is the blood pressure in your calf muscle vein? A, 120/80, B, 80/60, C, 40/20, or D, almost 0?
Oh, a B, 80/60.
What
I
is
would
it?
say, I would say B.
I would say A.
David?
I'm also going to go with my lucky guess, letter B.
All right. So everyone's going for A and B. Tyler, do you remember what the answer was?
D, almost 0.
Yes. All right. If we go to the next slide.
Okay.
Oh.
Calf muscle veins. Take a look. Hold on, let me move this. Okay. Take a closer look how the flaps should option inside one valves. Notice how they open, then close tightly. Okay. Just like a heart. You know, heart has 4 valves, right? Like upper heart is open, down the valve down your heart is closed. Just like your bloodstream. When your blue vein is your blood, the red veins is oxygen, Jesse. The red veins is oxygen. Or that I know blue vein is blood.
Well, so let me tell you about this slide here, okay? So the reason that the blood pressure in your calf muscles, do you guys know where your calf muscle is?
The lower legs.
Lower legs, good. So your calf muscles are in those lower legs, right? And if you can imagine, your calf muscles are really, really far away from your heart, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
they're really far away from your heart. And so the blood pressure in your toes is really, really low because it's so far away from the big pump, right? Now, you have these flaps in your calf muscles because if you didn't have these flaps, all of the blood would fall straight back down to your toes because there's just not enough pressure there to keep blood flowing in your calf muscles, especially when you're standing up, right? Because then gravity would pull it down. So the way these calf muscle veins work is if you fall asleep while sitting in a chair. So if you fall asleep with your legs touching the floor and you're kind of in a seated position or something, then a lot of blood will pool in your legs because a lot's been pushed down there and it's not getting back up, because in order to get blood from your legs back up to your heart, you either have to elevate your feet or you have to be walking around. So sitting at a desk for so long can be bad because the blood in your legs needs to get back up to your heart. And so this is why walking and exercise is so important, because it circulates all the blood in your body versus just blood near the heart. Okay. So if you've been sitting a lot for a long time, make sure you get up and move or elevate your feet so that blood can move around your body. Okay.
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 Okay. Is that our last slide?
Yep.
Okay. Do you guys have any questions on muscles?
Yes, Luke?
So if anyone sit down for too long, something can happen to their muscle.
So if you sit for too long, I believe there is a illness called edema, and your ankles will swell up with fluid.
That's how that happened every time. When I get up so fast, my eyes just went pitch dark. I can't understand how that happened.
That's generally, if you stand up and get dizzy like that, then you need to drink more water.
Fluids?
Yeah. Generally, you need more salt and water for that.
Got it.
Yep.
Has that happened to anyone before? When they get up too quickly and their eyes went pitch dark?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It
So
happened.
I
to me.
don't know. I don't know if that happened to me or not.
Yeah. So the medical term for that, Luke, is orthostatic hypotension.
Yeah, if I
What's
don't drink
that?
enough fluids if I get up again, otherwise I'll never get my eyes to be clear.
True.
Like, when you're sleeping, you feel like, when you're sleeping, you start getting a cramp in your muscle. That hurts.
Yep.
Like when you get up from bed, you try to get stretching and go back to sleep.
Yep.
Make sure you don't get trilly horse. That hurts.
Right. Okay. Any other questions about muscles before we go?
I just want to thank you so much for your times for learning about the muscles, which is very good to learn.
You're welcome, man.
The one question, Jess, that I had, and I'm battling it right now, especially being an athlete and whatnot, I have what to do in the case of strained muscles.
Strained muscles. Based on a
Yeah.
strained muscle, you just have to rest, ice it. Isn't it called RICE? Like rest, ice,
Yeah.
compression, elevate. Yep. So elevate your muscle, ice it, rest it, and compress it if you can.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I hear from my doctor.
Yep. Okay. Any other questions before we go?
Nope.
Yeah. Also, how how you stop the swelling in your legs if you sat down for a long period of time?
Generally, for that, you'll have to talk to a doctor more. But in order to prevent it, like we said, you just have to make sure you move around a lot and also elevate your legs if you are sitting for a long time.
Or it's an easy way to keep the swelling down. My Dr. Goodnight says easy swelling down, put some ice pack on it, and that's how the swelling down. If you get bruised, it helps ice pack to get the swelling down.
Yeah, so if you sprain a tendon, remember sprain and strain are two different words. So if you sprain a tendon like an ankle, like a sprained ankle, then yes, you want to use ice as well. Okay, any other questions before we go?
Nope.
No,
Think we're all good.
Okie dokie. All right.
I know
Well, thanks
life
for,
was fun, so.
yeah, awesome.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for joining today, and we'll see you guys next week. All right.
I'll see you next week.
All right.
Next week.
Yeah, but, all right.